Cancer, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so it doesn't matter if you're not a Cancer, Cancerian, Cancer birthday. There's something in this message that you were attracted to, so you pulled it into you. And here it is. Call it the algorithm, call it energy, call it spirit, call it what you want. There's something in this message for you. It arrives at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. You're starting a whole new stage in your life. And listen, you've got it all up here already. You've got it. You've thought about it. It's inspired. Your ideas, fantastic. I always think of ideas as more than just intellectual. Ideas are also inspired thoughts, right? So it's almost like, yep, you're about to bring them to life. Listen, and as soon as I saw this card, it was like, they're starting over. This is a new life for them. Why do I say that? Because things that you have been ruminating, maybe ideas on your mind this whole time, they're coming to life. They're sparking. Something has shifted. I'm pretty sure that something is Pluto. Pluto is slowly but surely moving out of Capricorn. That means it's really distant from most of you guys right now. Some of you may be unfortunate like me. I have my natal moon at 28 degrees Cancer, so it's still very much in opposition to my natal moon. So there's still some effect that's going through, like emotional changes that are ripping through me. But ultimately, as Pluto shifts into Aquarius, we're going to feel a lift. And we're going to actually be able to start. The spark will come back, you know. Pluto can cause almost like a vacuum, and now a spark can come back. And that's what's happening. Things that you have been thinking about, Cancerians, things that you have been not just dreaming about, but aspiring for or aspiring to, they're back. They're here. They're starting. They're kicking off. That's a good place to start this reading. Remember, guys, as I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. I'm going to leave them where they lie because that's part of my reading. If you want a personal message, I provide those. The only place you can book is on my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. You can book and schedule right there. You'll have your message within 24 hours of whatever day or time you booked. So it's a quick turnaround, and I have open availability next week. So check that out. If you're new, thank you for for just watching the video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell so that you get notified when I go live, because I do free public tarot card readings over here. It's the only place. Nothing new has come out. That's rare, but we're going to figure this out. If you're sensitive to loud sounds, please turn the volume down now. I'm going to cleanse the energy with a sound bowl. Time to heal. Give me a second. God, I need help with words right now. It's finally here. It's finally going to be okay. So there has been a situation where, despite popular belief, people always talk about Cancerians as if we're, big babies who can't handle their emotions. What they don't acknowledge and understand or honor is the fact that we're not handling our emotions. We're handling every fucking person's emotions that walk into the goddamn room. And that's a lot bigger of a task than just to handle our emotions. So we're absolutely not babies. We are the empaths of all empaths. We are the compassion of all compassion. And to have to handle all of that and learn how to master and correctly build boundaries so that we don't get injured over and over again ourselves takes a long time. It takes decades. So outwardly, people are like, Cancer's just blubber all over the place. They're just so emotional. Because we feel your emotions, especially the emotions that you don't have the strength or courage to feel yourself. We're not blubbering all over the place for ourselves. We are transmuting it for you. That's Cancerian's gift. And it is our responsibility to learn through the decades how to allow our gift to not destroy us, which all zodiac signs have to do. And it takes a lot for us because it's not a thought process, right? We have to learn how to bring something that is subconscious into consciousness so we can be aware enough to set boundaries for those subconscious states. It's very tricky business. So there is something on your mind that is done and is not healthy for you. It could be your workplace. It could be your family, which is really tough for Cancerians. It could be your love life. Whatever it is, it means a hell of a lot to you. And so even though your mind, absolutely, you are certain this is toxic. It doesn't make any sense. But boy, oh boy, has your heart had it just is like, well, I got to figure it out. I got to make it make sense. I got to make it work. I got to keep it open. I got to keep it open. Well, when this card came out, it hit really hard because in my mind, I just said before I started this video, God, I know it all. It's clear to me. I know it, but tell it to my heart. I just needed to stop hurting. And so what this is saying is that you are healing. Your heart will not hurt much longer. And you will really be able to move forward. Not only that, but it is in the process of actually getting the opportunities that you've needed to get unstuck that is going to help you heal and help your heart not need to ruminate on that anymore. To let that go and then make space for something new. And I have a few mantras that I want to share with you now to help you get into this space. When your banking account is low and you feel stuck, and believe me, I don't think money is everything, but it sure as hell is nice. I know how there's a lot of hardships out there now. So if you've been stuck lately because of money, a wonderful thing for you to say, instead of saying, I don't have any money, I don't have it, I'm broke. Oh, wait. Get out of that mindset. It's hard because that's the reality. We can know that, right? But what is also the reality? The truth, the reality. But look at reality from a different perspective. God, I have so much space in my banking account for a huge financial deposit. Because that is also the absolute truth. I have so much space for a huge financial download, God, so I am open and receptive to have all of that space filled with abundance. Totally different feeling, right? But it's still based in reality. It's just looking at that space as potential, as an opportunity, instead of an obstacle. And so what we're going to do, we're also going to do that for personal reasons, for personal situations. Instead of, they don't love me, they don't love me, they don't love me, they don't care, I'm not appreciated, I don't appreciate, what can I do? Make them see me, make them appreciate, why can't they feel what I feel? I'm taken advantage of over and over again. Instead of, and this, listen, 150,000%, those are all probably true. You have made accurate observations of the situation, which is why your brain is telling you, you got to get over this. You are not in a space where you're being appreciated. Your brain has logically taken all the feelings you're feeding it and said, then get out. You've got to get out. You're right. You have correctly discerned you are not being treated well. There is a lack. But now we're going to do the same thing we did with the banking account. We're going to take that lack of respect, of value, of appreciation, of love. And we're going to say this instead. God, there is so much space in my life, in my heart, for an abundant and unconditional love and appreciation. And I welcome it into my life because I've got all this space for it. It's there. It's there by God for you to fill. Fill it with something that deserves that space. And we're going to look at it like that from now on. We're going to look at it as the opportunity that it actually is. Instead of thinking over and over again, this is why I don't deserve it, or this is why I'll never get it, I never get it, I am ready for it. Look at all the space I have for it. Number one rule is when you want to manifest something, make space for it. Right? Everybody always told you that. You want a husband, make space for him. Make space for him. Stop sleeping in the middle of the bed. Choose a side. Right? Make room in your closet. Make space for this beautiful human that you want to enter your life. Start making space. There's space. That's why you feel so weak. And that's why you feel so devalued, because you're empty. But stop looking as that empty because you haven't been filled up. You're correct. Where you are now, nobody's filling you up. But look at that as not a limitation, but look at it as a potential. Look at all this space I have to be valued. Look at all this space I have for this wonderful person who is going to love me and appreciate me. God, fill me with the abundance of unconditional and fully reciprocal love and appreciation. I am open and receptive to this person that you're sending me. We're going to deal with reality. We're going to look at things realistically, but we're going to look at them from the perspective of potential and possibility instead of devaluation and emptiness. And that's how we're going to heal. And that's how we're also going to get on that manifestation train. Because once we align correctly with that perspective of possibility, you watch how quickly that abundance shows up. I am no magician. I don't have sleight of hands. In fact, I have arthritis in my hands. Got no potential or possibility to bring out any other fucking card. I can't pick out a random card. Look at the one that shows up. And everybody knows what that means. If you've watched, how many tarot readings have you watched? You know what the Ace of Wands mean. New passion, new opportunity, new vitality. That's it. New vitality. Fresh. It's like opportunity. It's not only just opportunity. It's the passion is back. The fire. And why I didn't choose this deck, right? That's the deck I always use to clarify. God was like, no, you need this one. There are so many opportunities. There's a plethora of opportunities. You're going to have so many opportunities that come in that you're going to be able to choose the absolute right one. You're going to be, God, thank you so much for all these opportunities. Now, please help me with discernment. Let me choose the one, not only the one that's going to fill me up now, but the one who I can grow with and will continue to fill me as I grow. And vice versa with full reciprocity, because I want to be in a situation that I contribute to as well, because that actually helps to fill me up. When I know for a fact that I am contributing and I am necessary, that fills me up too. And then so full reciprocity always around. Three of Pentacles. It may not be through work. There's something here where there was lack of appreciation or there's disorganization, like something was not working, but you are going to take this to another freaking level. Look at this is not being appreciated, but you have all these opportunities to go in a different direction. Maybe even actually move and do it, because that's where the magic is actually going to happen. And God is leading you. And I said in my mind, I didn't say it out loud. I said, okay, God, tell me how this is going to execute in my mind. I know you don't have to believe me, whatever. But that's what I was like. I was like, maybe that's not important. You're going to move somewhere. You're going to go somewhere, or you're traveling somewhere. And that's how it's going to happen. And it may not be permanent. You may not even be thinking of any shit. You may be like, oh, you going out with the girls for the weekend on to some vineyard trip. You know, it's like 2 hours away. You're not even, I'm telling you, you're not even going to think about it. You're not even going to think about it as, but this has got something to do. I'm not going to think about it as this is opening the door for me. But I'm promising you that what is here is not. And what is there is. And there's going to be a beautiful, happy surprise during this journey, whatever it is, because that's where the magic happens. And that's where you're really going to be able to show what you really got, because it's not necessarily what you know you can do yet. It's not necessarily something that you know you're capable of yet, but it's going to be something that you're given the opportunity to grow and to learn. And in doing so, become you, which is when you meet them. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys there. Link is down below. I've also pinned it at the top of the comment section. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'll see you guys there.